With a net worth of nearly $335 billion, the Qatari royal family is all about flaunting their wealth, with the finest palaces, the fastest cars and the biggest super yachts. Following the success of the FIFA World Cup 2022, Qatar has undergone significant infrastructure improvements, including the construction of several new stadiums and the expansion of the country's transportation network. The tournament has had a major economic impact on Qatar, as it will bring in millions of tourists and generate billions of dollars in revenue. But what of the Qatari royal family? Headed by 42-year-old Emir Sheikh Tamin bin Hamad Al-Tani, Qatar is known as one of the wealthiest surviving dynasties in the world. With about 8,000 members, the family has a total net worth of about $335 billion from multiple cash flows, besides rich natural resources, including investments in properties like London's Shard skyscraper, Olympic Village, Harrods department store, and New York's Empire State Building, and stakes in Barclays Bank, British Airways and Volkswagen. Emir Tamin bin Hamad Al-Thani, who is worth £1 billion alone, took over from his father as the Emir of Qatar in 2013, after his brother renounced his claim to the title, while many of the family hold high-powered positions in the government. Most of the family's wealth comes from Qatar's vast oil and gas reserves. The Qatar Investment Authority, which controls oil and gas reserves, was set up by the state in 2005, which has made the country one of the wealthiest per capita in the world. With their earnings, the House of Thani has been able to purchase luxury homes, yachts, cars, planes, and many similar rich things all around the world. So, what do they spend their wealth on? You could have guessed it: golden palaces and 3 London multi-million-dollar properties. Qatar's royal family lives in the Doha Royal Palace, also known as the Amiri Diwan, and is the official residence and workplace of the Emir of Qatar. Located in the capital city of Doha, the palace serves as the center of government and is the seat of the Emir's Executive Council. The palace is a large complex that includes several buildings, such as the main palace, government offices and guest houses. It's surrounded by gardens and is guarded by a detachment of the Qatar Armed Forces. The palace is known for its grand architecture and luxurious interior, with opulent marble and gold-plated decorations. It is used for official ceremonies and state occasions, such as the swearing-in of government officials and the reception of visiting dignitaries. The palace is not open to the public, but it is often featured in news reports, and images of the Emir and other members of the royal family can be seen visiting the palace. In all, it consists of 15 different buildings and a car park for over 500 cars, costing about $1 billion to build. In 2019, the Emir also built another white palace in Oman that consists of similar materials used for the Doha Royal Palace. In 2013, Sheikha Moza bint Nasser Al Misned, one of the 3 wives of the former Emir, bought 3 houses in Cornwall Terrace in Regent's Park, London, for some $200 million according to British media. The plan is to convert them all into a palace with 17 bedrooms, 14 lounges, a cinema. There's also a 50-foot ballroom, stunning views across Hyde Park, and an estimated £100 million worth of furniture inside. The property was nicknamed Chic Shack, and even the late Queen of England herself said the property made Buckingham Palace look dull. Other properties include a stunning Paris residence with 15 rooms and another 2 mansions on London's exclusive Cornwall Terrace that they attempted to turn into a mega mansion. Cornwall Terrace is believed to be the most expensive row of houses anywhere in the world. The royals also purchased what was once one of Britain's most expensive mansions, Dudley House. Dudley House is a Grade 2 listed house with 44,000 square feet, or 4,100 meters squared, located at 100 Park Lane in Mayfair, London. It is one of the few surviving aristocratic townhouses in London, with a decadence and historical significance only fit for royalty. The royal family are masters of the sky too, no doubt. In 1977, it founded an exclusive airline, Qatar Amiri Flight, which serves only royal family members and high-ranked government staff of the country. According to plane spotters, the airline currently has a fleet of 14 aircraft, including 3 jumbo Boeing 747-8s, the brand's most expensive commercial jet that costs over $400 million each. In 2018, their private jet, with a dining room and medical room, was put up for sale and thought to be worth at least £500 million. When the Qatari royals aren't at home, they're probably lounging in the sun on one of their floating palaces. The emir reportedly owns the Katara, one of the world's most expensive and largest mega yachts. With a price tag of nearly $400 million, it is 124 meters long, with a helicopter pad and several decks that can accommodate up to 35 guests and 90 crew members, according to British media. It has its own onboard beauty salon, a guest elevator and private cinema, and was built a foot shorter than his father's yacht, the Katara, as a mark of respect. The family is not short on supercars either, with one Qatari royal transporting all his pricey motorcars to London for the summer. Owned by the emir's brother, Khalifa bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al-Tani, the collection included a McLaren P1 worth over £1 million, a £2 million Bugatti Veyron, and a Porsche 918 Spider. Pictures from 2016 show passers-by stopping to gaze at the supercar collection in Knightsbridge. The small yet wealthy country in the Middle East was selected to host the FIFA Championship in 2010, thanks in part to the efforts of the royal family, the House of Thani. It reportedly spent $300 billion on infrastructure and stadiums in 12 years to prepare for its World Cup dream, the most expensive of its kind ever, according to Bloomberg. However, the Qatari royal family has not been popular. It demanded a total ban on the sale of alcohol at World Cup stadiums just hours before the tournament began, according to the Daily Star. The preparations before the event also prompted plenty of scrutiny due to human rights abuses. The Qatari royal family is also known for its philanthropy and charitable donations. The family has made significant contributions to various charitable causes, both in Qatar and internationally. For example, the Qatar Charity Organization, which is funded by the Qatari government and the royal family, has provided aid to countries all over the world, including Syria, Somalia, and Pakistan. In addition to these investments and charitable donations, the Qatari royal family also has a penchant for luxury and extravagance. The family is known for their love of fine dining, expensive fashion, and high-end travel. The Qatari royal family is also known to have a fleet of luxury cars, including Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Rolls-Royces, and they're often seen at some of the most exclusive events and parties around the world. But the Qatari royal family's spending habits are not without controversy. Critics have pointed out that the country's wealth is not evenly distributed, and that the lavish spending of the royal family is at odds with the living conditions of many ordinary citizens in Qatar. The country has one of the highest levels of income inequality in the world, with a large percentage of the population living in poverty. In addition, just like at the recent FIFA World Cup, the Qatari royal family has faced criticism for its human rights record. The country has been accused of violating the rights of migrant workers, who make up the majority of the population, and of suppressing freedom of expression. There have been numerous reports of workers being subjected to poor living and working conditions, including overcrowded and unsanitary accommodation, and being denied fair wages and benefits. There have also been allegations of forced labor and human trafficking, as well as restrictions on freedom of expression and assembly. The Qatari government has taken some steps to address these issues and has implemented reforms to improve the rights and protections of foreign workers. However, human rights groups have called for further action to address the ongoing human rights violations in the country. Despite these controversies, the Qatari royal family remains one of the wealthiest and most influential in the world. Whether they are investing in luxury assets, donating to charitable causes, or indulging in a lavish lifestyle, the Qatari royals continue to make headlines with their spending habits. So there you have it. That's a look at how the Qatari royal family spends their billions. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe for more interesting content.